Welcome to Spreadsheet Tune-Up, a free training that will help you take your spreadsheets from adequate to amazing in just 5 steps. These are the first things that I look for when I'm doing a spreadsheet audit. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rebecca Oster. I'm a mom of 2, freelance statistical programmer, Excel developer, and the founder of Excel PowerUp. Throughout my career, I've developed a love for process improvement. I'm a natural questioner, and I love to ask, how can I make things even just a little bit better? I don't settle for mediocre spreadsheets. Because of this, my spreadsheets are lightning fast and delightful to use for me and my team. And my goal is to help you accomplish the same thing. I hope you learned something from this training, but don't just learn, take action. That's the only way you're really going to see an improvement in your spreadsheets. Let's go. The first step is to utilize Excel tables. This is always my #1 tip because it makes working with data that's organized in columns and rows so much easier. Once you start using Excel tables, I promise you're never going to go back. This is the example spreadsheet that I'll be using throughout this entire training. It is a project tracker, so each row represents a different deliverable in the project, and then there are a bunch of columns that have important information for the whole team to know about that deliverable. So to create an Excel table, it's really easy. You just have to have anywhere in the data selected, and then go up to the Insert tab and click Table. And then it will ask you if you are creating a table and whether or not your table has headers. So this top row is the header. There can only be one header row in an Excel table. So I'm going to check yes and then click OK. And you can see it automatically applies this table style. So the first thing that I like to do is go up here to the table styles box and choose a table style that I like. The first one in the top left is none, and so that will just completely remove all that formatting, but I really do like having banded rows, so I'm just going to choose one like this. And then once you have a style selected, the next thing you should always do is go up here to the first group where it says table name and give your table a meaningful name. That's one of the great things about Excel tables, is that you can give it a name and then you can refer to your data by that name in formulas and things. So I'm just going to call this project tracker. And that's all there is to that. Now I'm going to show you a couple of the features of Excel table that make them great. The first is that it automatically adds these filter buttons, which allow you to sort and filter by any of these columns. You can turn these off. Up here there's a checkbox for filter button. I like to have them. And the other great thing about Excel tables is that you can check this total row. And you can see that it's added a row to the bottom of the table that will summarize any of these columns. And you can summarize things if there's numbers. You can just click here. You could take the average, you could take the maximum and the minimum, the sum. So like for this date, I'm going to check maximum. So it's what's the latest date here, and minimum, what's the earliest date. You could also do count. So this row is really helpful, especially if you have numbers. Another great thing about Excel tables is that formulas that you add automatically copy down to the entire column. So here I have a column where I'm just going to make a very simple formula. I'm going to take the QC program date and subtract the prod program date, because this date should always be after this date. It formatted it as a date. So I'm just going to reformat that as a number. And you can see how when I added that formula at the top, it automatically copied it down to the entire column. What we're doing here is giving your data structure. So instead of creating the structure yourself by adding the total row at the bottom and copying formulas all the way down, you are telling Excel exactly where the data is and also what the names are of each of your columns. So any data that you have that is organized in columns and rows, you should go and convert it into an Excel table by going to Insert, Table, and then give it a meaningful name. Just do that right away, something that is really descriptive of what is inside of that. This simple upgrade gives you a taste of how much faster and easier your spreadsheets could be just by setting them up correctly. Thank you for watching. You can find the next video in the Spreadsheet Tune-Up mini course right here.